Morgan Stanley space team estimates that the roughly $350 billion global space industry could surge to more than $1 trillion by 2040. Spire Global is a leading provider of space-based data and analytics solutions. The company's proprietary space data and analytics solution power the customers to solve the Earth's greatest challenges, including climate change adaptation. The company has more than 100 small satellites orbiting the Earth in low orbit. Spire Global's combination with special purpose acquisition company NavSight values the company at $1.6 billion. This transaction will provide Spire with $475 million of cash to fund the growth of its analytics engine. The company gathers data across different domains like maritime, aviation, weather, and climate. The company is valued at 6 times its estimated 2023 revenue. The transaction is expected to be completed in the second half of 2021, and the combined company will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SPIR. In this video, we will take a deep dive analysis of the company background and the competitive advantage of Spire Global. We will look at the merger transaction and the share structure details, and finally try to come up with a valuation for the company based on management's projections. We will also go through the risk factors involved in investing in Spire Global. So please stay for the whole video to get all the details about this exciting space SaaS company. Hi, my name is Arshad Ahmed and I'm founder of DIYstockpicker.com, an investment portal dedicated to help investors make intelligent decisions. I cover space stocks, EV stocks and growth stocks on my channel. So if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. This video is for information purposes and please do your due diligence before making any investment decisions. So let's get started. Here are the key highlights of Spire Global. The company was founded in 2012 and has more than $180 million of venture capital money invested to date. The company has more than 140 nano satellites that orbit the Earth in low orbit. It also has a network of more than 30 plus ground stations, and it has completed more than 25 spacecraft iterations to date. There is a highly technical workforce of 250 employees, including 140 engineers and scientists. With the money from the SPAC merger, the company plans to increase its sales personnel and marketing efforts and establish presence in Latin America and the Middle East markets. Spire collects space-based data using a proprietary constellation of nano satellites it calls LEMUR, which stands for Low Earth Multi-Use Receiver. LEMUR is a standard mature nanosatellite bus which is used to host all of Spire's data products. Multiple sensors are hosted on each LEMUR nanosatellite, reducing the production cost for each data type. Spire owns the intellectual property for its nanosatellites, allowing continuous improvements to the capability of both the bus as well as the hosted sensors. All LEMURs are manufactured in-house by Spire in its end-to-end manufacturing facility. This in turn increases nanosatellite build quality and speed while lowering the cost. The company has a full license to operate on a commercial basis in multiple jurisdictions. The company's software generates predictive analytics and intelligent insights for its customers using a subscription model. Here are the different use cases for Spire's global data. In Spire Maritime, companies can use the data to track their vessels, optimize the fuel efficiencies, monitor illegal activities, and also analyze commodity trading. VesselBot is a company that has used Spire's data and achieved 15 to 30% efficiency in its operations. Spire Aviation helps airlines comply to regulatory requirements, track their airlines and on-time performance, avoid overflight charges, and in search and rescue. Flights have used the Spire's Global Data API to help manage the openings of airlines after the restrictions were removed for COVID-19 travel. Spire Weather is a domain where the company has a huge potential. When the flights were grounded due to COVID-19 restrictions, the weather departments across the world lost a huge assets. The weather agencies have sensors attached to flights. When these flights travel to their destinations, they also relay the weather-related data to these weather agencies. At this time, Spire Global stepped in and offered its constellation of LEMUR satellites. The company uses proprietary radio occultation technology, which basically measures the temperature and humidity on the Earth's surface. Due to this offering of its global data to weather agencies, Spire Global received a lot of praise from the weather agencies worldwide. The other channel Spire is looking to monetize is its orbital services. The company is looking to offer space as a service. The other way is to use payload as a service. Customers can send their own custom payload and Spire will put it on top of its nano satellite bus and send it to the space. That way, customers will have access to their own proprietary space data. Spire's consistent launch schedule and building its own nano satellites in-house gives the customers the ability to grow from design to launch in just a period of 3 to 6 months. Here's a look at the merger transaction details. Fully diluted post-money equity value of $1.6 billion. The transaction will provide $408 million of cash to balance sheet. The transaction includes $230 million of cash held in trust and $245 million of PIPE financing anchored by Tiger Global Management and accounts managed by BlackRock and Head of Sophia. The deal is expected to close by the second half of 2021. NSH ticker symbol will change to SPIR upon closing and listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Here's a look at the share structure. Total shares outstanding of approximately 163.7 million. 67% existing Spire Global shareholders, 15% PIPE investors, 14% NSH SPAC shareholders, 4% SPAC sponsors. For the valuation of the company has a strong recurring revenue model. The company has a land and expand strategy that drives the revenue growth. Strong ARR growth, which is recurring revenue growth, drives the top line. The company is looking for 90% gross margins and 80% conversion to free cash flow by 2025. It takes less than 7 months to get back the customer acquisition costs. For the management valuation for 2025, the company is expecting $913 million revenue and EBITDA of $425 million by the end of 2025. The company is expected to be free cash flow positive by 2023 with $41 million of free cash flow. We'll use a valuation multiple of EV by EBITDA of 10. That gives an enterprise value of $4.25 billion. Divided by the shares outstanding of 163.7 million, that gives a valuation of $26 per share in 2025 estimated. There are a few risk factors involved in investing in Spire Global. The race to space is a new concept. There are a lot of companies that are competing in this space. The advantage for Spire Global is that it already has some revenue to show for. It has about $28 million of estimated 2020 revenue. But the success of Spire Global depends on how much the space market grows and how well it can grow its recurring revenues. There are a lot of data analytics and AI platforms that are available in the market. The advantage for Spire Global is that it owns its custom data and has a constellation of nanosatellites that feed it with this data. But there are other partners competing in this space like BlackSky that also has its own nano constellation. BlackSky also sells the space data to its partners and customers. The real secret sauce here will be the analytics engine that is running behind the scenes. This is what makes the data really valuable. The growing treasury yields have hammered the growth stocks, and there is a big rotation going on from growth stocks into value stocks. That has put a lot of pressure on the SPACs and which has led to the sell-off. Earlier, when a SPAC merger would be announced, the price would spike about 70%, but those days are long gone now. It's buy and hold for the long term, and especially for SPACs that have growing revenue projections into the future, these are risky bets. So if you own Spire Global stock, expect a lot of volatility after the merger. I hope you found the video informational. I have analyzed the BlackSky stock, which is another SaaS space company. You should see that card here on the end screen, and I hope to see you in that video. Thanks for watching.